Thanks for the excuse to talk about bedtime procrastination while I nurse this cup of coffee and try to wake up after not enough sleep last night. So, about 10 years ago, a little less, researchers started to study this idea of bedtime procrastination. Why are people not going to sleep? And they found that there was a relationship between individuals who demonstrated decreased self-control, right, like more ADHD-like behavior, and going to sleep later. And that could have ended the story there, but no, right? Because researchers like to research. And researchers about 6 years ago, in 2018, did another study that tried to correct for chronotype. And here's where it got interesting, is that they found that a better predictor seemed to be people who naturally appear to be later chronotypes, the so-called night owls. So night owls would just go to sleep later, arguably because you're fighting against a systemic expectation to wake up at a time that doesn't fit with your natural biology. And we have lots of evidence that people do have different base chronotypes. And what was cool about this particular study is they even found that as the week progressed, the sleep procrastination would decrease, which is totally aligned with our understanding of how the internal chronometer works, where over time we are able to force, sort of reset the time that we wake up and go to sleep. But then likely, on the weekend, you go back to your preferred default state, and then it repeats all over again. And then, of course, finally, it's 2022, for anyone watching this in the future, in the great beyond. And in COVID-19, we have lots of data about how everyone who's been working from home has extended their work hours. And so at night, we're tired, they have less self-control, and seemingly maybe just don't want to go to bed just yet because you haven't had time to unwind.